Hi, so today I'm going to talk to you about whether or not it's a good idea to sell your home during the holidays. Stay tuned. So the long and short answer is yes, absolutely. In a market like the one we've been having, especially in Winnipeg, where there's no inventory, there has not been a catch-up yet. Buyers are still out there looking for homes. It's almost the end of November at this point, and I had a listing just the other day with 12 offers on it. Absolutely. First of all, take advantage of the market itself. Another reason why it's great to sell your home during the holidays, though, is because there's additional staging opportunities. Regardless of time of year, staging always has a huge impact on home sales. So think of it as an opportunity to do some staging, but on steroids. For instance, do you have a fireplace within your home? Why not dress it up? Put some stylish stockings on it. Give that buyer that feeling that they will have when they wake up in your beautiful home Christmas morning. Or how about this? Do you have high ceilings within your home? Perhaps there's portions where your ceiling is vaulted and it goes up higher. How about getting a tall Christmas tree, like a 12-foot Christmas tree, to highlight just how high those ceilings are? Just a word of warning though, on the Christmas trees, tall is great, but you don't want to go too wide and take up a huge amount of room space with it. So don't be going for those huge, bushy, think Clark Griswold's National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Don't be going that crazy. Another opportunity to decorate with your staging is your exterior curb appeal. Let's talk about that though, because it doesn't need to be anything overdone or overdressed. Think white lights, kind of subtle decorations, but things that really accent the home. I wouldn't recommend those inflatable decorations, because sometimes those are super colorful and get a little tacky in pictures especially. You want that curb appeal to be sophisticated and just kind of clean lines. So think the white strands of light bulbs, think a really nice wreath on the door, think HGTV, classy. There are other opportunities too that you can take advantage of that don't just have to do with sight when appealing to the senses. So think about opportunities like smells. So perhaps you could have a nice pot on the stove of apple cider so that those smells of cinnamon and apple are kind of floating through the air as they're coming into your home. Or you could bake some sugar cookies and have those out waiting for your guests when they arrive. Allow them to do a little taste test, and the smells are great too, right? So another opportunity to take advantage of some of that smell. Or appeal to that sense of sound too. You could have nice light Christmas music or holiday music playing in the background. Make it feel like they're coming into a nice, warm, welcoming home. Kind of set the stage for how they could set the home up in the future when they're having their own family gatherings around the holidays. Now, there is a fine line between just how far you really want to go when it comes to decorating over the holidays and when you've gone too far and overdone it. So of course, these are just some rough guidelines and it depends on your home and your situation, but be sure to talk to your realtor about what staging opportunities you should be taking advantage of during the holidays and maybe what you should refrain from. Another advantage of selling during the holidays is there is far less competition on the market. I often find that homes that have perhaps sat on the market through December, if they are sitting, although they haven't been sitting this past year, what you will see is that they sell in those first couple weeks of January. So why is that? Because there's nothing out there to buy. People aren't considering putting their home on the market in that first week or two of January. They're still recovering from their holiday season as well. Their homes are probably a mess with all the gift wrapping and just family gathering aftermath that they've been hosting, right? So there are very few competitors out there, but the people that are out there do well in those first few weeks following the holidays. Another reason why it's a great idea to sell during the holidays is because what you will find are the buyers that are out there looking are some of the most serious buyers that we see in the market. I would say that the majority of people looking for a home on December 27th, say, aren't looking just for fun. They are out there looking because they're in a position where they usually need to buy, whether it be because they sold their own home or maybe even their lease is running out. There are very serious buyers out they're looking at this time of year, and they are prepared to write strong offers with very strong conditions just to get into a home. Also keep in mind, nobody wants to move twice. So a lot of these buyers, if you're willing to give a quicker possession and be a little flexible on that, a lot of the time they will compensate you fairly generously, especially in those winter months, because again, nobody wants to move twice, but especially in the winter. So while selling during the holidays has a ton of advantages, there are some disadvantages and things that you're going to want to address upfront with your realtor, particularly showing schedules during a busy holiday season. So this is where it becomes important for you to sit down with your own realtor and discuss what is reasonable for you and your family during the holiday season. There's often dates like December 24th and 25th where you won't see any showing requests anyways. There's very few buyers out looking. I personally have never shown a home on Christmas Day, but I have heard it can happen. But I wouldn't say typically it would be unheard of to block those days off. But if there's additional days through the holidays that you're going to be hosting or just it's not feasible for you to accommodate showings, just let your realtor know. It's very easy for us to set up in our realtor remarks that other realtors can see showing availability. And as long as other realtors can see what the availability is of the home, they can work with their clients and plan around your schedule. It's just so much easier to do if you plan that out in advance and have a schedule prepared for everybody so that they can make sure that there are dates that work with them for their schedules and can book that well in advance. At the end of the day, while it is important to have your home as accessible as possible while it's for sale, it also doesn't need to be at the detriment of your enjoyment of the holidays with your family over the holiday season. Anyways, this is a quicker one today, guys, but thanks so much for watching. I hope you and your family have an awesome and joy-filled holiday season. From my family to yours, Merry Christmas.